Hello, everyone. How's it going? We're back at it, building out Barcode's app. The increasingly unnamed Barcode's app. No, I think I'm still going with Bark, but I definitely second guessing that these days. But yeah, so I spent today, daytime today, doing a bunch of extra design work. So we had a bit of the library earlier today. Now I got a bit more of the library. If you're in the Discord, there. You've seen some of this already. I was going to switch over to the Discord, but I don't have it open. I've been going back and forth on some of the designs. Right now, I'm not 100% convinced by this large title. But anyway, had a couple different things that we've been working on. And yeah, I think I'm ready to start building out some of these pages. I also completely designed... Hey, Donuts, how are you doing? I also completely designed this edit page / view page. The awkward top spacing, yeah. I don't know, man. I am not going to build it out in UIKit, Donuts. I'm sorry. I know you love UIKit, but I don't think it's going to be for me today. I mean, I do UIKit on basically all my other apps. Come on. Highlighter's almost entirely UIKit. Oh, compile dev got first again? Nice. So yeah, we're gonna build out these UIs at least today. I don't know how much we're gonna build in terms of functionality today, but we are going to build out these UIs. This is what it looks like with obviously a QR code or other 2D code. I don't know what code types I'm gonna support quite yet. Obviously QR codes and UPCs are the big ones. I think there are a couple different ones for various other things. I know that the one that the Seattle Public Library uses, which is one that I definitely want to support, is the Codabar standard. Codabar. So I'm probably going to support that as well. But yeah, so right now, this is what I've got here for, this is actually an ISBN barcode right here. We're eating and YouTubing. Nice. But yeah, these are just the designs that I got here. 2D code and 3D, or sorry, 3D code. Yeah, we're not supporting any 3D barcodes. 2D barcodes and 1D barcodes. Those are the ones that we've got built out. And I just kind of have a generic sense of what those are going to look like. But yeah, 2D barcode, 3D barcode, 1D barcode. If I put those in the right order, then I wouldn't go 2, 3. Might be a better idea, but I didn't do that. But anyway, yeah, so these are what we've been working on. And so I'm going to try building out the rest of this UI. We already started with the cells a little bit last stream. The thing that we did not do, if we go build this, no, if we go to the library grid page, oh no, it doesn't pick up the right amount of space. That's a problem. Also, it's got a border on it, but nobody cares about that part. It doesn't take out the right amount of space. So I want to build out this Pinterest style waterfall layout design. You care about the orange or the red border, Donuts? You want me to bring back the red border? Is that gonna make you happy? We'll bring the red border there for now. But yeah, I want to build out this waterfall layout where we have different levels of stuff. And so I think I'm going to build that out. And yeah, that's where we're going to start today, is building out this layout in SwiftUI. I'm sorry, Donuts, but this is going to be in SwiftUI. But basically what I want is I want this to almost use... Can I almost just reuse grid item? That would be great. If I could say, okay, here's my columns and here's grid item, and just reuse that, and then maybe even reuse spacing. Ooh. Yeah, let's do that. I kind of want to be able to just say like waterfall grid and then replace that Most of your stuff is in SwiftUI. You just started streaming when you were working on a UIKit app. Nice. Really, this is my ideal thing, is that I just say waterfall grid, and I pass in all of this stuff, and it more or less just works. I don't know how much we're actually going to build that out, but we'll see. Anyway, let's get started doing exactly that thing. If I go... I'm trying to decide if I want to make that a separate module or not. Let's build it in this module and then change it out if we need to. Let's just actually pin this view, because then I can go waterfall grid. Struct waterfall grid view. No, this is a layout. And it does require us to import SwiftUI. That would help. All right, what do we need to be a layout? We need a size that fits for a given view, and we need to actually place the subviews. Okay, so here's what we're interested in. Doing absolutely nothing right now. We're interested in just getting it to build. That's what we're interested in. Do nothing here. That's all I really care about. What I want to do is I want to struct this out so that I can actually just start dealing with stuff. Lazy regrid, columns, spacing. These are the two things that we need. Columns and spacing. So we need an init with columns. And spacing. CG float, even though CG float and double are the same thing. Let's make it CG float just to match the API. Alignment, spacing. Pinned views, that's an interesting UI. Oh, and content. Yeah, that would help to actually take in the content. Let's try that part. This means we need a content that conforms to view. That's not how that goes. Private let content. All right, so we need our private let columns. And our private let spacing. And then just set all those up. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. I'm totally doing this wrong, aren't I? Because I'm treating that like this is a view, but I'm realizing that that's not what I want. I'm making things wrong. Here's what we're gonna do. There we go. This is a view. Then we get rid of these things. Then we have a body, and our body is, who knows? But we still have a waterfall layout. And this is just a layout. And then this has those two methods. And then I think what we can say is content layout. How do we provide a layout? Am I dumb about how layout works? Waterfall layout. No. How do you use a layout in SwiftUI? I know I've done this before. Use your layout the same way you use a built-in layout container by providing a view builder with a list of subviews to arrange. Add input parameters. You can define parameters as inputs to the layout like you might for a view. To instantiate this layout using the default center alignment, you don't have to specify the alignment value, but you do need to add empty parentheses. The Swift compiler requires the parentheses in this case because of how the layout protocol implements this call site syntax. Specifically, the layout's call this function method looks for an initializer with exactly 0 input arguments when you emit the parentheses from the call site. You can enable the simpler call site for a layout that doesn't have an implicit initializer of this type by explicitly defining one. I don't understand how this fits with having an initializer. What does the default layout initializer look like? This is what I don't understand. You know what we're going to do? We're going to keep this waterfall layout. It's not going to do anything. We're going to go back to our library grid. We're going to comment all of this out. I like how that did nothing. There we go. We're going to say waterfall layout. But yeah, what's weird is... Static method build expression requires that waterfall layout conform to view. I don't understand how this works. I'm already confused. Oh, okay. So this has a call as function with a view build. Oh, so we initialize it. Okay, I understand what's happening now. We initialize it, and then we have a call as function with a thing. Okay. I think we can actually make this this. And then we don't have to worry about this content view. All we care about is columns and spacing. We specify that. This gets dropped. Now we have this. Now we add these. And then this still could look like what we want it to look like. If we bring this back and we say waterfall grid. Does that build? That does build. Okay. I'm happy now. If we run it, it probably disappears all of our items. Interestingly, it does not do that. Huh. Okay. All right then. So we are getting something here, and then we presumably need to do this. Okay, what happens if I return a CG size and we just hard code the CG size to whatever our favorite size is? That's 174 by 235. Does that at least update the size? No. Interesting. Okay. I don't understand layout as much as I thought I did. It's okay. I've only done layout like once. That was with that drag and drop thing. So maybe we should go back and look at that. Although wasn't I using it relatively recent? No, wasn't I using it in highlighter for the toolbar? Did I do that? I might have done that. Let's go look at the highlighter code base. Console menu. Console menu is a view. No, we did not do a layout of this. We probably should have, but we didn't. That's probably why this adjusted position stuff is so bonkers. We probably should have just done this as a layout. Oh well. Okay, well then let's go find our drag tool toy thing. Developers, toys. Where's toys? I need to resort all of my content. Okay, here we go. All right, what did we do with our drag layer? For subview in subviews, we get the dimensions. We let our proposal equals the proposed view size. And then we place it at a position with an anchor and a proposal. Okay. Why don't we just go ahead and grab that? So for each of our subviews, we're going to do all of this. This is not going to build because we have no position. So let's just go ahead and say 0. Yeah, okay, that's great. It's not great, but whatever. Can we hard code these values? Hey, there we go. Now something's happening. And then let's go ahead and say this is like CG point. Actually, let's bounds dot center. Did I not add my? Hooray! Okay. So this places everything based on the center. I guess that's all we're really doing. We're basing things on the center. Okay. Let's turn this into a simple VStack, I think. Let's start with... Here's what we're actually going to start with. Our anchor is now going to be a top anchor. That does that. Okay. Let's go ahead and say bounds dot... Well, okay. Let position equals CG point. We're going to go X is bounds dot mid X. Y is bounds dot min Y plus 235 times. We almost need our index here. We don't have an index. Bar index equals 0. Cannot preview in this file. Why can't I preview in this file? Okay. Why didn't that work? To question why that didn't work. I know why it didn't lay them out because we haven't updated index, but why didn't it put it at the very top? That's my first question. Why is it not at the very top of the screen? Because if I just said here 0, that works. So then this is bounds.min_y. Actually, let's try putting it at bounds.min_y. Let's see what that does. Ah, there's your problem. Okay, so bounds. I see what's happening. This size here is not returning the size of the individual elements. This size here is the size of our entire view. And we're saying that our size of our entire view is the size of one view. And so then it's centering that. Okay. So I think what we actually need to do, we actually just need to say this. This is our actual answer for now. There we go. Okay. Now we're at the top of our screen. Now what I want to do is I want to say, I want to go back and re-add this part. Copy this, go over here, paste that. There we go. Okay. So now we need to just update index. That's the real question here. Index equals index plus 1. And yes, I know I can do index plus equals 1. It's dumb. I hate it. I don't want to do that. All right. This makes more sense. Okay. Next question. None of this is what I want. I think what I want, this proposed view size, we need, let's move these over so I can just drag and drop between them. Oh God. I hate it when it goes all purple like that. Okay, it's fixed. I hate it when it goes all purple like that. And all I have to say is I hate it when it goes all purple like that, and then it just works. That's fine. Subview.dimensions and purples. Okay, so we do need a way of fixing the width of this thing. That's fine. We can come back to that. They should include test coverage in the ship a ton requirements just to... I don't think I need that extra hesitation. Okay, there we go. We can fix our size there. That's fine. Interestingly, we should be able to get that off of the columns. We'll deal with that in a minute. I almost want to have a var next position equals, or maybe last position, 0. So actually last position is bounds.min_y. There we go. And then we're going to say position equals CG point Y position bounds.min_x mid-x, sorry, last Y position plus our dimensions.height times our double index. No. This is all we need. We need that, and then all we need to do is say last Y position equals last Y position plus dimensions.height. Hey, thank you for the follow, Insane Crazy. Do you know if a CMake Vulkan application can work with iOS and Android? I don't know the answer to that question. No. Hey, thank you for the raid, Adam MC. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's it going? How was your stream? I saw your stream announcement, but I was eating and did not have the time to drop in. Saw that you have a way to change your device theme. Food is important. This is true. All right, now we don't need this index at all. We can just do this. Look at that. Oh, it didn't work. There we go. Okay. We are currently trying to build a Pinterest style waterfall layout in SwiftUI. This thing's going all pink now. Found a Python script that listens for sub events and then we'll switch your Mac from dark to light. Nice. I have the this is a thing that subs can do, is if you post the wait, actually, do I still have that one? I was gonna say I have the dog emoji one, which is it makes everything grayscale. No. Compile dev immediately ungrayscaled it at the exact same time. Hold on, let's try this again. Dog. There we go. So yeah, I have the one that makes it grayscale. But I used to have one. Now, here, let's see if this actually still works. This was based on compile dev's thing. No, it doesn't work. Okay. That would actually invert the colors on my screen. I used to have that one. I got rid of it. What do I use to listen to events like that? It is a thing that I built on my own that just hookups hooks up to the Twitch WebSocket server.
Compile dev says no mono audio redeem.
No mono audio redeem, no. Let's go find this code. And yeah, so this just listens to, well, it listens to the WebSocket server for redemptions, but it also listens to chat messages. It's what's drawing this bubble that you see up at the top with all of the chat messages in it. And then I just have, where do I have all of that? Redemption. Where are all my redemptions? What did I call this? Crash effect. Yeah, there we go. I called them effects. That's what I called them. Okay, so I do have an invert effect, but I only have it based on a redemption. I don't think I have that redemption turned on right now. But yeah, so here's like the grayscale effect. And so I have different triggers that can be based on it. So it can be based on a reward redemption or based on chat. And so I can say that this is based on the chat trigger of the dog emoji, or it's based on a reward ID. And these IDs are in your like, this is the rewards that you have for channel points redemptions. Well, Dev just showed off the speaking face emoji one that'll do that. I have a whole bunch of like, it's fixing people's pronunciation of their things. Fireworks effect. The Xcode redeem is still on. Oh, did I turn off the Xcode redeem? Well, Dev, you have the power to turn that back on. You can turn that back on. But yeah, so I've got a bunch of different effects in there. Not all of them are on. The Dead Pixels effect one is only ever on during April Fool's Day. I can't believe that I turned off the Xcode crash one. Here, I'll go turn that on. Okay, it's back on. Time for you to go eat? Nice. Have a good dinner or lunch, whenever time it is for you. I assume it's dinner, but you never know. I don't know what your sleep schedule's like. But yeah, we are trying to build out a waterfall style layout in SwiftUI. That's what we're working on right now. And I'm trying to wrap my head around how to do custom layouts in SwiftUI at all. And then we can figure out how to do that after the fact. So this is what we have now. You thought this was a foodie and code stream? People keep trying to tell me to do a cooking stream. And I submit that that would still be terrible. But whatever. Okay, so we have all of these. I think the next thing that we want to do is we want to add spacing, which is not going to be that hard. We just literally plus spacing. Yay, now we have spacing. You need the what ingredient is missing wheel redeem. Today for dinner, I put rice and chicken into a pan and I heated it up. That was Well, it will always be ketchup. Ketchup is not allowed in my house. I know it is the spiciest sauce that you can eat, Kabyle Dev, but that's not very useful information. All right. So what I want to do, we're gonna ignore our columns thing for right now. That is something that I eventually want to take into account, but we're gonna ignore that one for a minute. What we're gonna do instead, hang on, where is our, okay, this is our library grid. I want to go back and look at what this looks like when we put it back into a lazy V grid. What values do we have? Okay, we have those values. All right, we're gonna bring that back to where it is. You're not gonna have barcodes expand to the width. Well, yes. What I'm going to do, so this grid item thing here, this takes in an adaptive, and I can give it a minimum and a maximum, which that will affect it, and it'll be like, oh, what is the biggest size that we can fit everything in here? Well, and I got to do that math of like figuring out, okay, what size allows us to fit an amount of, what size lets us fill this up the most with the least extra space, I guess is the question that we're trying to get to. But that's tricky. And I'm more interested in figuring out the waterfall layout at all first, and then we can figure out the width size of it. But if you're asking, like, does the ultimate design have it fill out the width? It also does not do that. This is what it's supposed to look like at the end. Basically like this. Right now, I'm going to just hard code 2 columns. Leave the tricky until the 15th of September. No, I plan on doing it probably by the end of tonight. I just want to start with the things that I don't know how to do, because I've done the automatic layout stuff before. I would have to figure out where it is. I think it's in the Kineo code base that we might have that code. The Kineo UI kit code base that we might have that code. I just need to, I need to know that I know enough about layout and doing the waterfall design in general before I mess with anything else. Oh yeah, I'm not doing rotation. That I'm not doing tonight. The one thing that I have not really confronted yet is I have no idea what the iPad design of this looks like. Let's actually pull this open, see what that looks like. The first version of this may be iPhone only. How do I say, like, let's get an iPad Air 11-inch. See what that looks like. Teams need more simulator options in XCAD. You don't like that I have 17.4, 17.5, and 18.0 for like a million different things? How dare you? Yeah, see, this is just going to look ridiculous on iPad. Not 100% sure how I'm going to do that yet, but there's your waterfall right there. It's flooded. Yeah, this app may, at launch, be iPhone only and not iPad, which is a bummer because I love me my iPads. But deadlines, we have them. Anyway, let's do this layout. Waterfall grid. So thankfully I asked the duck how to do this, and it kept going like, just calculate it. Just do the calculation. And I was like, no, just explain the calculation. That's actually what I need. The waterfall would sit nice on the iPad if it works. Yeah, but I also don't expect people to have too many barcodes. And so it may be like, I think what I need to do on the iPad is I need to have the ability for those icons to get, or sorry, the barcodes to get super big is probably where I actually need to go. Because like right now, imagine this. So like, let's let's just put in the iPad 11-inch. Let's do it in landscape because everybody uses an iPad in landscape. Isn't there a way to set this to landscape? No? Am I wrong? I thought there was a way to set sketch to landscape. But maybe I'm just wrong. I mean, the obvious answer is that you just take it and you just rotate it halfway, but... Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. Like, I know there's a button for this. But yeah, so you can imagine, let's give ourselves a status bar. Let's fix this background color first because it's very bright and hurts my eyeballs. There we go. It's not much better, but we're gonna ignore it for now. Don't worry about it. Let's give ourselves a status bar. iPad, light mode. There's our status bar, and then we say we want a nav bar. What did you miss? Peter is taunting me. You missed. You actually didn't miss that much. How do I say what the background is? That's here. We're gonna say no background. Perfect. And then, so let's grab a couple of these and let's say insert shape. Man, him then easiest solution. Unfortunately, he's a mod, so can't do it. Not gonna work. QR code entry. Yeah, so imagine this. Like, even if I have like 3 of these, so let's add the 2. Donuts is also a mod. Like, even if you do this, you still have a ton of empty space. Do you agree with Donuts on this one? That we should ban compile dev? But yeah, so even if you have that, you still have a ton of empty space. So I'm not entirely sure what we would end up doing on the iPad. And yeah, this just looks a little ridiculous. Also, you said in that classic Victorian ghost kind of way. I said taunting, not haunting. I just realized what you were talking about. You were taunting me, not haunting me. All right. Anyway, I definitely said haunting. I'm pretty sure that's not what I meant, at least. You heard it too? Maybe I just can't use my mouth good today. I'm being haunted by this little guy. He's being haunting. Okay, so what we want to do, I know I talked too loud right into your ear, didn't I? Vision Pro is cutting off circulation to your brain. Yeah, let's start calculating this layout. This is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna say we're gonna go back to the duck. Yes. Okay. We're just gonna all this. Manny, stop with your tail against the microphone. Thank you. Hey. Ooh, can I do this? Double. Double repeating 0, count 2. Okay. So there's all of our column heights. And then what I want to do is I want to say, for each subview and subviews, I want to find the shortest column. Right, yes.
Put on the gray beanie.
Okay. No, I can't hear myself. Manny, you need to stop sticking your butt in the microphone. Hey, thank you for the sub, Eaglenot. How you doing? Okay, so what I want to do is I want to find the first shortest column. So what I want to do is every time that we get to a subview, you can always rely on Eaglenot to defend you. 45 months, Eaglenot. Jesus. It's too many months. Who can deal with me for 45 months? Coming up on 4 years? That's absurd. Patently absurd. Okay. We get our dimensions. Actually, do we even care about our dimensions at this point yet? We probably don't. What we want is we want the first shortest height. So I'm going to say I actually kind of just want an extension array double var min index equal, yeah, min index we're going to say var index equals array we almost need this to fatal error if it has 0 items in it. But we're going to say start index. Is that guaranteed to exist? Maybe. Okay. I don't know. For
Compile dev says Eaglenaut brings the shizzle.
here's what we need to do. For index in start index to end index. Does that work? Var value equals var value double question mark. There we go. Okay. I'm here. If value if let if let value, then we figure out our new value. Else if else, yeah, just else. There we go. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Min value. If let min value. If let new value equals self index. If new value is less than min value. Min index equals no, I definitely know what I'm doing. Min index equals the new index. This is what we're doing. And min value equals the new value. else min value equals probably the same person who turned off GitHub earlier today. Really what we need here is this. Okay. Here we go. I'm here now. This is what we need. Min index equals this. And so the deal is, like, imagine we have 0 in every case. It's going to give us the first one because then 0 is not less than 0, so it's not going to update to the next one. That's what we actually need to do. I think I probably should write some tests for that because I'm bad at code, and that definitely looked like I struggled writing that. So we're gonna go make sure that that code does what we think it should do. Why is that in there? Are these all like that? No. I don't know why that was inside there. This can be array extension tests. What's today's date? 08/14. Yeah, that's right. Import XC test at testable import array extensions. No, library class array extensions test XC test case func test min index with mixed values. Let array equals double one 0 3 XCT assert equal array dot min index is 1. 0 should be the minimal one there. Perfect. And then we're going to test the same thing again, and we're going to say with equal values, and then we're going to say 0 1 0 0. That should still be that. Test min index with rising values. I don't know. 1 2 3. This should be 0. And I guess technically what we care about is like test min index with empty values. If we just say this is an empty array, then it should be array.startIndex. That's probably a useless thing for us to have, but I don't know. Okay, let's assume that all of these tests are good. How do I get the test to actually run? Why are my tests not here? It says 0 tests, and yet you're trying to get a release kicked off and Connect isn't loading. That's a bummer. Not parse or use implicit file, whatever this is. It's very confusing. Oh yeah, we should return our min index. That would help. Right. Now can we do our tests? Hey, look at that. Now we have actual tests. It does help that the thing has to be able to build. Hey, if it's a work release, you at least you're still getting paid. Oh, this didn't work. Okay. See, all right. This should have returned 1 and it returned 2. So I think that that's not what we want. If new value is less than the minimum value. So what we should have seen is if new value is less than the minimum value, then our new min index is this and our new min value is that. So let's think about looping through this. On our first go through, our min index is our start index, so 0. Our min value should be nil. We go let new value equals value at self index. So this is going to be our start index. So it's going to be 0. So our value is 1. What is it? What are our options? It's 1, 0, 0, right? So we're going to say our new value is now 1. We skip this. We go down to our else. Our min value is equal to new value, which means our min value is 1. What we did not do is we did not set... No, wait. We did set our min index equals start index. Okay. We probably should make this as well. But, yeah, this is working out. All right. On our second pass through, new value is 0. Min index is still 1. Sorry, min index is 1. I'm sorry, min index is 0. Min value is 1. If we have a min value, which we do, if new value 0 is less than min value 1, which it is, min index is now index, so our min index should be 1, and our new min value should be 0. That should all be good. Blah, blah, blah. Come through again. We go let new value equals self index. Index at this point is 2. Self index is 0. If var min value is true, because we have a min value, it's 0. If new value 0 is less than min value 0, this to my mind should return false at this point, and so then nothing else happens. And then we just return our min index. My understanding is that this should work. Why don't we go ahead and add a whole bunch of print statements and figure out why this isn't working? Guess it's a tomorrow thing. Nighty night. Good night, donuts. Good luck tomorrow. I don't think the sledgehammer is going to make it work better. And here we're just going to say set, so we can tell these apart from the other ones. Okay. Do we have enough print statements to understand what's going on here? The research is still undecided. Never hurts to try. Good old percussive maintenance. Okay. I like how that ran very fast and hopefully actually printed something. Okay. Checking index 0. The value at index is 1. We set our min index to 0. We set our min value to optional 1. Ooh. Is it the fact that it's an optional that's weird? Why does it say set min value to optional 1? It shouldn't matter. It actually should not matter. That's fine. Checking index 1. Value at index is 0, 0. Min value 1 exists. Min value 1 is less than new value 0. I have that backwards. New value is less than min value. Let's rerun that now that we don't have the thing being dumb. All right, let's try this again. Checking index 0, value at index is 1, set min index to 0, set min value to optional 1. Checking index 1, value at index is 0, min value 1 exists. New value 0 is less than min value 1. This is true. Updated min index to 1, updated min value to 0. Perfect. Checking index 2, value at index is 0, 0. Min value 1 exists. Ooh, this is incorrect. Updated min value to 0, 0. Oh, is this because this min value and this min value are different? Boo. That's why it didn't work. Okay, now let's try it. Turning index 1. Okay, that fixed it. All right, so the problem was we basically were shadowing that other value and we weren't updating this value, because putting this as an if var creates a new value or a new variable, and we were changing that new variable rather than changing the existing variable. Dumb, but oh well, it's fixed. Okay, now we can get rid of all of our print statements. Hey, this is why I wrote that test, because I was convinced that I had written it wrong. And guess what? I had written it wrong. Actually, you know what I should have done before deleting all of that was run all of the tests and make sure all of the tests still pass. Great, they do. Perfect. Okay. Now that we have that, now let's go back to our actual cell. Grid, whatever. Cell grid. Yeah, right here. So what I want now is for each of our subviews, we're going to figure out which column we're putting it in. So let column index equals column heights min index. Please tell me that this is not like, you know what I just realized that we could have done? This would return an optional value, but I just realized that there's a way better way to do this instead of all of that stuff that I just did. I bet that exact same thing passes all of the tests. Oh. let min equals min, else return start index. I bet that itself passes all of the tests. No? Use of min treated as a reference to instance method in protocol sequence. Yes, self.min. Fine. Still want you to run all the tests. Build failed. Ambiguous use of index. Yeah, see, that same exact thing passed all the tests. That's probably actually more efficient. Okay. In fact, if we make it lazy, is that even going to be even more efficient? I don't think that makes it any more efficient. No, I don't think that makes it any more efficient. But it does mean I get to get rid of all of this code. That's fine. All right, get our column index, column heights min index. Then we get our dimensions. Then we get our proposal. We've just hard coded the width of right now. Our position is this, where last Y position equals, I guess we want just column height. Let column height equals column heights at column index. Hey, thank you for the follow, Dennis Codes. So now we have our column height. Column height. Is this where we want the spacing? Probably not. No. I think we would add the spacing after this. And so then, yeah, here, this last Y position equals column height. Hey, Mono, how are you doing? Column heights at column index equals column height plus our dimensions.height plus our spacing. I just turned that back on. Do you remember why I turned that off, Mono? Because Compile Dev was asking why I turned it off, and I don't remember why I turned it off. Oh man, lost a lot of code there. Let position equals this. I guess this is just column height, yeah. Column heights at column index equals, oops, equals column height plus dimensions.height plus spacing. And then we can finally place it in the subview. Am I winning? I have no idea. Legitimately, I don't know. I am trying to build out that waterfall style design. And we're about to see if I'm anywhere near it working. I have no answer. Don't know. We're going to see what happens right now. No. I I think that the main reason that that's not working is because we didn't change the X position at any point. But that is, I think we're closer to it working than it might look. What I do need here, this needs to not be that. It needs to be bounds dot min y. That's going to be a start. Hey, look at that. That helped. Can't wear this cap and be losing. Oh, watch me. The next thing that I need to do then is I need an X position for this. So
Put on the brimless hat.
on the brimless hat, it's been a while since we got out the brimless hat. Hold on. I'll be right back. There's the brimless hat. All right. Where is this? I think library cell. Why do I have it at 174? Okay, you know what? We're gonna just hard code this 174 for now. Let column width equals 174. All right. Our X position is going to be bounds dot min X plus column index double column index times 174. Okay. Not wrong. Yeah? That's looking like it's getting somewhere. No Man's Sky won't run on Sequoia. Look at this. Am I wrong? This looks basically right. I mean, I gotta fix the spacing stuff. Yeah, the staggered list style. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to build out here. Is this waterfall grid layout. I mean, this is all the code that it took. Also, I have this center extension that I actually don't need anymore. So it's actually, that's it. To get what I have so far. Oh, except now it doesn't build. Yeah, that's it right there. North Hemisphere, we call it waterfall. You probably call it water hub. Can we make it a oops, not that. I was gonna try to be silly and see if I could literally flip it, but I don't think that that's gonna work. I was gonna try to be silly, but I can't do it. Yeah. So now I think all I need, all I need to do is that spacing stuff, which I can steal from Kitio, I'm pretty sure. That being said, I will be right back, and then we'll go do the spacing stuff. But honestly, like, this was way further than I expected to get, way faster. Can you ask a silly question? You can, but I will answer it when I return. So, ask away. All right. I have so much to catch up on. Can you actually show multiple barcodes on the screen and have those scanners pick them up easily? If not, is it even worth showing the barcode on the list? Curious. No. But no. The answer is no, you can't do that. And that's why I have such the big other view. So no, people are not generally going to store their barcodes on this screen. Scan their barcodes on the screen, sorry. And that's why I have this view. Why am I even showing it on the library page? Because I think it looks cool. That's the answer. In a nice way, though, I like it there. Just wondering if it's practical. It is not practical. Not at all. No. I forgot to turn down the music when I did it. Redeem's first next stream. Yeah, no. Yeah, there's not really any point to showing it on the list other than I think it looks neat. I think barcodes look cool. I don't know. That's the answer there. Okay, let's go see if we can find that other code. We said we thought it might be in Kineo, right? Is that where we saw it? Is that where we thought we saw it? Yes. Me brain no go do good today. This time's on first next stream. P. Kineo. E. BBD. Oh no. Knees exec. Twist. Right. Yeah, there we go. I just have not updated to Burger in Kineo yet. Okay. Gallery view. The mobile version. Gallery view layout. Hoping this is what is doing this. I think this is what's doing this code. Ooh, see, I only have 2 different sizes though. I have a standard size and a shrunken size. 220 or 202. So the question is, what size in a given range fills the most space, I guess is the question. It's a math question, so I feel like this is a question for the doc again. I have a view that lays out items in a grid. I want to calculate what width of an item in a range from a minimum value to a maximum value will fill the most space on the screen. How can I figure that out? I want just the math, not code for UIKit or Swift UI. Determine the screen width. Define the maximum and minimum widths. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. For each possible width W in the range from min width to max width, calculate the number of items that can fit in one row. Calculate the total width used. For each width W, calculate the total width used by the items in one row. Total width used equals items per row times W. The optimal width is the one that maximizes total width used without exceeding screen width. Okay, so it's literally just brute force it. No, I don't need Geometry Raider here. Yeah, this is still brute forcing it and is wrong. So I guess this is actually what I want. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure it out. So we have a min width and a max width. Explain your tricks. How do you get screen width not via UI screen? I'm using, I'm implementing a custom layout. And so layout gives me a bounds here. Layout's telling me what my space is. All right, so I need to figure out what is the correct column width in a bounds. So we're going to say private func optimal column width in bounds cg rect I really kind of just want this to not have defined columns. I know I did that because I wanted to use the same thing, but I kind of just want to say min width, max width, rather than trying to implement all of these columns. Maybe we'll eventually implement that, but I don't care. All right. For width in stride. Do I need stride? Stride from min width to max width by 1. Let's denote the screen width as screen width. Okay, so let bounds width equals bounds.width. Hooray. Find the minimum and maximum width. We've got that. Calculate the number of items per row. For each possible width in W in the range from min width to max width, calculate the number of items. It's floor screen width divided by W. So let item count equals width. No. Crap. Where did that go? Floor bounds width divided by width. That gets us our item count. Let total width equals item count times width. And then, yeah, what we want is which uses the most width. For each width W, calculate the total width used by the items in one row. Total width used equals items per row times W. Okay, so we have that. Maximizes total width used without exceeding screen width, which we cannot exceed screen width because of floor. Like, that's already a thing. So we really just care about which is the highest total width used. I was not aware of xcode.tips. Wasn't even aware there was a .tips domain. Oh god, what is it? What's loading so many images? They loaded so slow that I gotta imagine that those were very large images. Four-person's network. These are all in memory. Disable the caches and redo it. Good God. Downloaded 53.5 megabytes of images. Need to read image.tips, yeah. That was too many. I mean, these seem cool, but yeah, I really wish that it had not downloaded 53 megabytes of images when I opened up the web page. It was maybe a little aggressive. Var optimal width equals, can I just do a CG optimal width equals CG float.0. We're just gonna say the optimal width is 0 for every possible width. Actually, you know what? We're gonna say it's the min width. That makes way more sense. Optimal width is our min width. Total width. We're gonna say var max. No. Optimal total width equals 0. Our optimal total width is 0. I guess the other thing that I would need is our optimal item count. Do I actually care about that? No, probably not. All I care about is our optimal column width. That's really all I care about. And then everything else would be calculated in the grid itself. Yeah, let's do that. Optimal width, optimal total width. Okay. If total width is greater than optimal total width, then we update it. Item count. No, sorry. Optimal width equals total width. Sorry, no, optimal width equals width. Optimal total width equals total width. Yeah, there we go. Does this require us to item count floor? I was gonna say, does this require us to make sure that optimal total width is not bigger than bounds width? It can't be. Because of floor, it can't be. Yeah, no, this is fine. Okay, I think we're good here. This gives us our optimal width, and then you're just gonna return optimal width. That gives us that. So then we say, let column width equals optimal column width in bounds. Let's just see what that gives us. Optimal total width was not. If total width is greater than optimal total width. Yep, you're right. That is where that needs to go. Now, what's hilarious is that I did not give ourselves any wiggle room here. This is not going to work as well as I'd hoped, but let's see what that gives us. That gives us that. Okay. What I want to say is let's give ourselves, what value did we put? We said it was 174. So let's go with like 170 through 200. Okay. That unfortunately is too much. Can I put padding around this and then that maybe will make it better? Yes. Yes is the answer to that question. Now, the other question is, I think I want our spacing to be taken into account there. Yeah, because we have a spacing. I want that spacing to not just be inter-row spacing, but also the minimum value of what that split in the middle is. Because right now this is, it's going to just fill up that space. And if I say 170 to 176, yeah, see, it's actually just going to divide by 2, basically. That's 100% what's going to happen there. Unless there's some reason why that doesn't work. I mean, I added padding around it. Yeah, but why is this? This does seem to not be filling up that. Like, this shouldn't be working. Hold on. Yeah, okay. No, there is a problem here. Thank you. This is right. Okay, hold on. I'm just dumb. Yeah, I have a padding around the outside, but the problem is what I need to deal with is I need to say, given that you can't fill it here, what we need to actually be doing is we need to be applying that space in the middle. Really, what we need to do is probably be applying that space everywhere, but yeah, this is what should be happening. We need to basically take our leftover space, this space over here, divide that by 3, boop, 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 and put that in there. That's what we actually need to do. So given our, okay, so if we have a column width, leftover padding, given that we have a column width, our item count, let column count equals this bit. This is bounds dot width divided by column width. So there's our column count. So then what we have is let total column width equals column width times column count. Let leftovers width equals bounds dot width minus I'm blanking on bounds dot width minus total column width. Yeah, I don't know why I suddenly was struggling with what that was. So there's our leftover width, and then what we need is our leftover width is divided by the number of columns plus 1. Oh, the depth of a layout. Hey Jay, how you doing? Hey Jay. Hey Jay. Hey Jay. How's it going? Let spacing equals, well, let column spacing equals leftover width divided by column count plus 1. There we go. So now we have our column spacing. So then it's min x plus column spacing plus column index times column width plus column spacing. Yeah? Yeah, look at that. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Totally feels like you need to make this a library and release. There are 100 libraries like this already, and I don't like any of them. Got to run, but you wanted to see how it was going? Nice. Thanks for dropping in. Okay, so now if I bump this up to 176. Yeah, look at that. That's laying out nicely. Okay. What did I decide that the bare minimum was? Was it 150? I mean, 150 is too small. What if I say 160? That didn't do anything. Oh, it did do something. Somewhere between there and there. I think that could work. That's not too bad. Donuts is gone, so I'm going to get rid of that red border. Look at that. Look at that. Done, and it's not even mid-August. Ship. All right. I definitely feel like I need to clean up this code because this is scary, but I think that that's basically that part done. And then, yeah. Okay. So now, oh wait, this is our library grid. I was going to say, let's go over to our library grid, but that is our library grid right there because I pinned it. Thank you for the fireworks. No, let's go to our library view. Yeah, here we go. Okay. There's that. Cool. All right. I am going to code that up. Hold on. What's going on? Let's push that code. What's hilarious is, yeah, almost all of that was in one file. Library tests sources. Library test got renamed to waterfall grid. No, that's just a brand new file. I don't know why you decided that that was a renamed file. Okay, this is much better. Add waterfall layout. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now that we have that waterfall layout, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this search field because we decided that that was not making it to the minimum viable product here. We have this. I guess what we actually need to do now, let's go run the app. Let's see where we're at. Oops, not on the iPhone. Actually, maybe on the iPhone. Let me go grab that iPhone. 1 second. So this was what the app looked like the last time we started it. So it's definitely improved quite a bit since then. So let's try building and running this. Little sad it's not the Rickroll. What is this QR code? I actually don't know what this QR code is. Because I put this together way back when I did that. The one that I was using in Sketch, this is just to cocotype.com. But those are clearly not the same one. Looks like a phone number? Where's my preview barcode repository? Oh yeah, it's that. I don't know what that number means. I don't know why I have that number as like the value of my QR code. None of this means anything to me. I don't know what that number is. It's not a phone number. Oh, it might be. It's not a phone number. I don't know why I have that number. It's not a social security number. It doesn't have the right number value either. Yeah. This needs to be 2 digits for it to be a social security number. If I do this and I make it cocotype.com, here, we're going to do this cocotype.com, iosdev.club, and what else do we need in here? .net/@cocotype. There you go. Now we'll have all kinds of fun QR codes for you to scan. I forgot that I don't have previews working in the main app. It's fine. Shut up. Sure, link to Black Highlighter. Black Highlighter. .app/app store. Hurrah, there you go. There's 3 different QR codes that you can scan. It's the barcode that I haven't. Oh, probably the barcode that I have right here. This is probably the Temptations. Cat treats. I don't know where they are though. Hold on. I need a treat redeem like hacking with Swift. I don't know if Jay's still here, but I tried to convince him to build a Swift embedded treat redeemer at one point to send treats to Sydney. Yeah, the one that's on the screen right now. This is that's the cat treats. Android camera just quickly changes between all the QRs whenever QR camera scanning is iOS with all the boxes. I think if I go into here and I add a QR code here. Hello, why are you so slow? Hey, thank you for the follow, Dark Fifu. All right, so let's save that. Why did that take forever to show up? That was weird. Something's running slow on here. Let's go scan. Well, I can scan this again, but that's not all that exciting. Hey, there's our same scan again. But yeah, I mean, you can see that our layout is working. It's left in the sun. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is working. We have something there. It's getting laid out. I think this is good. We have the ability to do different things. We have our layout working. Looks good. All right. Let's oh, what did I change here? Why did I change anything here? That's just the barcode repository. What is this? Oh, I commented out the library. There's slightly more horizontal vertical padding than horizontal padding. Yes, but I think that's expected. I could have a minimum amount of horizontal padding. I probably should have a minimum amount of horizontal padding. What if we do that? Yeah, dark mode doesn't really work yet. I can show you what it looks like, but that'll be a thing that we deal with later. I mean, honestly, it could have gone a lot worse. But yeah, that it's pretty bad. We'll get around to dark mode at some point. Looks good to you? Okay, so if we want to give it some amount of padding, honestly, I would just do this. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, see, that looks real bad, though. I don't like that at all. I probably need to prevent that from happening. That I almost need like a minimum spacing there, too. I think that this is something that I'm going to leave it as is, and then we can clean it up more over time. I don't want to try to fix that right now. Let's try finishing up our... Yeah, let's just commit what we have and say that... no, let's not say that we have everything, because we need to finish actually building out our library UI. Slow down. Let's go to our root view. I think we do have a problem here, which is that, yeah, we put too many things in here. Maybe not. Maybe this is right. Because the navigation should be... I don't know. Should we put the toolbar items in the view? Or should we put them where they live? Like in the navigation. Because I kind of feel like the library shouldn't know about like the manual entry in the data scanner. This root view should. I think what we actually want is we kind of want an environment variable and to trigger it that way. I think I might leave this as is though. And then let that get a toolbar some other way. So really what I would want is... See, because this is the problem, because I do want the library view to know about its toolbar. I think it's important that the library view know what its toolbar is. I think it's definitely important that it knows what its like title and stuff are. If I do this, if I go back into here, and we're going to say that this is a navigation title. Barcodes. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, so we got that. And then, yeah, what I want, really just kind of want to move this into the toolbar. Really, I guess what I want here is just... More item is a thing. Toolbar. Item group? Yeah. Toolbar item group. Placement content. This is bottom bar. Content is placement is bottom. Content is this. Does that move that stuff down where I want it? Okay. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I both love and hate it. I don't know. For one thing, they're flipped from each other. The other thing, we didn't add that like triple dots button. I don't actually know what the triple dots button does yet. I think it's going to be a settings gear, actually, is what we're going to end up putting up there. So if I put this here instead, I go to SF symbols, and I say gear, grab that. Put that there instead. Is that more what we want? I think that might be more what we want. I'm gonna turn off the debugging executable so that it'll launch faster. Oop, there we go. Okay, so that's more what I want. All right, can we go find our... Do we not have an assets file for this? No. As I say, I need to set our tint color, but I don't think we have that. Can we set an accent color? Can we set an accent color just like this? Can we just say dot accent color? It is dot tint. I thought tint was the old one. Nope, apparently not. I set that to orange. Yeah, there we go. This is starting to look what I like what I have on the screenshots. I still need to fix the way that we draw these things because it's not good. I don't know. I'm starting to like it. Executable or executable? I don't think I understand how you're... I would say executable. Executable? Is that what you're asking? Executable versus executable? Executable. Yeah, I also stress the U. Executable. Or no, is executable. That's stressing the U. Executable? Executable. I always say executable. Although I guess an executable would be the noun form. An executable is a noun. Executable is... What part of speech is that? Adjective? An executable is executable. You can execute an executable. No, now I've got it backwards. You can execute an executable. You can execute an executable. Now you've really nerd sniped me. An executable. 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 No, now I want to say it's the other way around. An executable is executable. Did I honestly just like flip that thing in my brain by saying it enough times that I decided the no is actually backwards from what I was originally saying it was? An executable is executable. Yeah, you broke me. Somebody clip that whole thing. Like, watch Jeff lose his brain in real time. I tried hitting a button that should save that for me later, but it doesn't work. Okay, I'm feeling good about this being the design for this page. I think I'm done. Wake up in the night screaming it now. It's like a young Frankenstein. Executable, executable, executable. No, this is going to be... We're going to use a variable name here. Hold on. I don't have a variable name. Pulled up. Variable names, where are you? Where are my variable names? Why do I have so many windows? The same thing. There we go. Okay, I definitely did this one. I'm gonna mark it as complete and not give Adam his points back again. Do we have dinner type? Do we have that one? Do we have post pub cocoa type? I don't think we have that one. Okay, so we're gonna start with post pub cocoa type.
Compile dev says executable.
Ooh. So now I want to know what the American and Australian ones say.
Mono NZ says executable.
Okay, so the English and the Australian ones, they match up.
Cocoa type says executable.
It's executable. Everybody agrees.
Adam Wolf says the executable is executable.
Yeah, I don't think we have a Texan one.
Compile dev says executely.
All right. We're gonna... What just happened here? No. What? Yes. I don't know what button I hit and Emacs just like freaked out. You know what I do want to do? Because this thing has been yelling at me for a while. Library. Public executions are still banned in NZ. Library.
Adam Wolf says in Texan, it's spelled executable, but it's pronounced Chick-fil-A and Quizo sweet tea.
Quizo? I just spelled this navigation citation. Quiso. You know, good old Quiso.
Cocoa type says queso.
There you go.
Compile dev says Tex-Mexable.
Alright, if we do this, and then I build and run. Oh, you know what though? This is wrong too. Dang it. Hold on. This is never gonna do what I want. It's fine. We're just, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. I think we're going to get rid of this localizable strings because we should not have a localizable strings here. This is now a food stream. That works. I'm okay with that. What I need to do is I need to go add a resources folder to the library. And I need to put a localizable strings in here. Once you have a localizable strings file, how do you tell Xcode to scan the code to update it? Command B. Just build. That's it. I'm not using the strings. Breathe. I'm not using the new string catalog things, though, because I'm going to rely on Toast's stuff for it. So I'm not using the new stuff. PF library.swift. Why can you not find this? Because you're looking in Kineo. As resources. True. This might break. Okay, it didn't. I said this might break, and then it did not break. So that's great. But now what I have, if I go look in this derived folder, now I have it to a strings.library. And then I can say library strings.library.navigation title. Text. Library strings dot library dot navigation title. And now I don't have to worry about accidentally losing access to my thing. I really need to fix this too. Enable debug dlib emax pf app.swift. Oh, why did I set this to false? That should be true. I mean, there's your problem. Somebody get it. Who's gonna get it? Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Somebody kill it. Go. There you go. I mean, the only AI voices stuff that I know that he's done was when I had it do the generated one. Is like, hi, my name's Peter. You should check out this cool skateboard I built for you. It turned out he couldn't use that one without paying for a commercial license. That was the problem. All right, so now we have that. Now we have, we should have an actual navigation title now. This does run. I need to go back to our root view though. See if that actually put the thing on. Yeah, look at that. Okay, cool. I'm happy now. Ish. I'm happy enough. Build and run. I do need to figure out what this app's icon is going to look like. Which I guess also depends on me finally deciding whether or not I'm going to rename the app. The problem is I looked at like domain names and social media things. And a lot of the stuff for both Bark and Barkeep are taken. Because guess what? BARC Bark is like an NFT thing. It's so obnoxious. Bark.app exists already. Banded Armadillo Rock Club. Why? How dare you people steal my app name? It was a pretty terrible icon. I don't have much room to talk because have you seen the debiggulator icon? But it's not great. You don't remember the debiggulator icon? Pretty bad. I tried to do like the Ant-Man effect. Looks like that. This is the debiggulator icon. It's not good. bark icon needs to be a dog with barcodes coming out of its mouth like the RSS icon. See, the problem is any barcode looking thing gets real bad on icon sizes. So I can show you the one that I had done before. Bark icon. Somebody the other day said it hurt to look at. Yes, it does. This does hurt to look at. But yeah, that was what we had before. And I don't like this. Bad icon. Still looks like a bear to you. I mean, it does look a little bit like a bear. But yeah, I mean, they're not good. Oh, I had a bunch of different ones. Is that a dog doing the Doppler effect? I mean, that one looks the most like a dog, but like you can see how like this just looks like one of those like the really long hairy dogs. They have an emotional reaction to the icon, so that's something. That's a good thing. I don't know. But again, like I'm not going to stick with the bark. I'm not going to stick with the dog theme if I don't call it bark. That's the other problem. Anywho, why don't we start building out this other UI, right? Did we get the thing pushed up? Hang on. Where's Emacs? Yes. Okay. We need to push this up. And then we need to go merge it. Zebra. I mean, the zebra thing would at least be stripes. I don't know. See the problem is using the barcode anywhere on the app icon means that it gets noisy when it's tiny. And by tiny, I mean on your home screen. So, ooh, tiger stripes. Make the icon a square QR code pointing back to itself with a dog icon in the middle of it. That's funny. GitHub. Improve library design. Create a pull request. A pool request. Create a pool request. I request a pool. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of the thing. Like, maybe I should rename the app. Maybe I should rename the app because the app name is not that great of a name. Bark code. I mean, that is the pun that started with this whole thing. Bark code. It's literally just the word barcode with the ODE stamped off of it. An ode to barks. Merge. Confirm merge. To the Gantt chart. Why did that not close the other issue? There we go. Okay. We're still ahead of schedule. Look at this. Boom. We aren't supposed to start the edit barcode UI until tomorrow, and we're going to start it today. Start right now. I literally put a whole extra thing in, and we're still ahead of time. Well, thank you. I'm hoping to keep ahead of schedule. I don't know how well this is going to go as we get further into this, but I don't know. I think this is going to be fun. Apple Wallet export, that's going to be a big one. I think this one is probably underestimated. But it's okay, because we got Apple Watch display right after it, and we can kind of just eat into it. Lots complete on the checklist. I have 5 things complete on the checklist. That is out of 19. If I go to the milestone, yeah, what does this say that I'm at? 23% complete. And that's actually kind of wrong because I don't think improved library design was in the milestone. Yeah, neither is it at barcode UI. Okay, so we have 2 things that are not in the milestone. One of which was already completed and one of which was not. So this should actually go down. No, it went up. 26% complete. We're more than a quarter of the way there. 3 days in. It's great. We're fine. I do think Apple Wallet export is going to be good. It's pretty much 90% done if you round up to the nearest 90. I do like the time. I do like the fact that I'm taking the time to polish it as we go, because I have like polish / integration as a whole thing, but then like I was just gonna knock out this looking like crap right away. I have no idea what the milestone electric jingle is. Yeah, I was gonna knock this out kind of looking just bad, but then I decided, you know what I want to do? I want to share screenshots of this stuff ahead of time, and so I want to make it look good early while I'm still working on it. I think that could be fun. So I'm making it look good now instead of making it look bad now. And I can make it look good along the way. Then I don't have to spend all of the time making it look all good at the end. Tap to share. I don't know how that works. Because they've got that new like thing. You know, that's a technical term. The technical name for things. If I could figure out how to implement that, I would. I don't think that there's anything that I'm going to do that I'm going to build out on my own. What is the new, like, Apple iOS AirDrop by holding phones together? How name drop work? Okay, so it's called name drop, and it doesn't look like I get to just do that. Let's exchange contact information with someone by touching 2 iPhones together. It's called name drop. Rather than type in the number of someone new to call or text them, they have your number. Name drop allows you to simply hold your iPhone near their iPhone to swap contact details. Automatically pop up a contact sharing interface, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. If I could figure out how to do, I guess that requires it only works for the name thing. Although the same iPhone to iPhone proximity gesture that works for name drop also allows users to share content like photo and files. Simply bringing the 2 phones close together initiates the transfer over AirDrop, thereby removing the current requirement to manually select the person from the AirDrop device locator. Can I do this? iOS 17 proximity AirDrop SDK. Yes, you've successfully nerd sniped me now. This is not what I want. Hey, let's start playing iOS 6. Yeah, I don't know that there's an SDK for this. Since you finished the app, no. I did not see the Borderlands movie. I have no desire to see the Borderlands movie. I only watch good movies like Fall Guy and Eternals. Yeah, I don't know that there's any way for me to implement that. That would be fun if I could, but it doesn't look like there's a open SDK for it. All right, what's next? Yeah, did we open that other one? Hallmark. It was a good movie. Movie was a good movie. Just because you don't know good movies, not mean you get to. I don't know. Have you watched Aladdin yet? You haven't watched Aladdin. You don't get to judge anybody's movies. You know bad ones? It's a great movie. Fantastic movie. How do you not finish Aladdin? How do you start Aladdin and not finish it? It's like 20 minutes long. Not true at all. And you have Robin Williams holding you the whole way. You fell asleep during. Okay, you have no right to judge any movie ever again. You have Robin Williams and Gilbert Gottfried. How do you fall asleep with Gilbert Gottfried going? You gotta get the lamp, Jafar. Jafar, get the lamp. My Gilbert Gottfried impersonation. Only celebrity impersonation you're gonna hear on this stream. What were we doing? I assure you that Gilbert Gottfried and Robin Williams are way more entertaining than I am. I judge you for falling asleep during that movie way more than I judge you for falling asleep during my stream. Who would fall asleep on this stream? All right, what's next? Edit barcode. You'll finish before the weekend out of shame. I want a full book report on Aladdin, Fall Guy, and Eternals. Maybe the Borderlands movie. And Kraven the Hunter. I know that's not out yet, but and Hunt for the Wilder People, yeah. Robin Williams and Gilbert Gottfried are more entertaining than the stream, yes. Even now, they are still more entertaining. They're both dead. And still more entertaining than this. What were we doing? We're building out this new edit UI, right? Yeah, I think it was the anniversary this week. Dodford. If you haven't seen Dodford YouTube channel, you should check out that channel. But he did a, okay, I don't know how to search for things. Dodford. I mean, yeah, you should watch the Adam Sandler Paradox one too, but you should really watch
This video is brought to you by
the Robin Williams one he did 4 days ago. This guy does a lot of really cool like celebrity documentaries, but they're a very interesting style of documentary because he like does nothing. It's basically he tells a story by stringing together clips of like interviews and stuff, and like he doesn't really talk over the interview at all, and yet it's a it's a very good like documentary style where he's basically just saying, or he's basically just stringing together clips, and it's telling a story just by the way that he's strung together those clips. The Joaquin Phoenix one is very good. I vaguely remember the Jamie Foxx one being pretty good too. I don't remember that one. I was disappointed by the Ryan Reynolds one. That one could have gone better. The Robin Williams one, like I said, was very good. Actually, I remember the Adam Sandler one being pretty good too. But yeah, you should definitely Dodford YT on YouTube. I'll drop it in the Discord later if you remind me. But it's quite good. Anyway, let's go build out this new UI. We are needing to go to library.swift. I don't know. I'm saying there is an Italy sketch the other day. I don't know that I know off the top of my head which one that is. What do I like? I called this edit view, but I also don't really like, it's not just the edit view. It is also like the view. Got your points back again? You shouldn't have. I marked it as complete this time. What would you call that view? I guess it would just be like barcode view. Do I already have a barcode? I don't have a barcode view. Barcode view dot swift. Sure. I don't know. I also like how that did. Oh, I need to create the file. Barcode view dot swift. You also got your points back? That may have been from the other day when it was too many of them. I accidentally rejected a bunch of them. Dang it, I hit the wrong thing. Boop. 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 There we go. Okay, what does barcode view need access to? I'm pretty sure it needs access to barcodes. That's probably pretty important. Definitely needs access to design system. Probably needs access. Does it need access to persistence? Probably not, actually. What all do we have on root view? No, not root view. Library, I guess. It was obviously those three. How can we make good fortune your... What was I doing here? So if we go back to library.swift. Library grid. Like, I don't understand why I needed barcode generator, I guess is my question. Oh, I need to break up all these things. Oh, these are like the barcode. Okay, barcode generator is like the thing that draws these. Okay, so I guess I do need barcode generator. Fair enough. All right. We'll say that we need these three and we can start from there and decide if we need something else later. New group. You were supposed to be totally working the last 2 hours? I give you permission to not work. Let's just go ahead and say this has resources as well. Is it going to have anything in it? Who knows? Probably not. We need to add this to projects. Is there an iOS repo of libraries for SwiftUI? Not really. I mean, GitHub is the iOS repo of libraries for SwiftUI. There is Swift Package Index, which is just going to be like, hey, here's everything. And then you can search in here like, oh, if I want SwiftUI, like what's in here? There's a bunch of stuff for SwiftUI. Yeah, here you can see things that are tagged SwiftUI. Here's everything that you got here. I would say this would be the place to start. SwiftPackageIndex.com. I can paste that, see if this actually works. Boop, boop. There you go. That would be my, yeah, I think that's the closest thing to what you kind of asked for. Yeah, a lot of things seem to be built in. And then you have people like me who are like, there's a million of these waterfall libraries and I hate all of them. I'm gonna build my own. In my defense, look at how pretty this is. It's like 65 lines for the whole thing. Who needs a library when you can build one view? The end. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to add this to the project set. Barcode view. I mean, he's right. Mono is right about that. Have you seen most of my views? Look, this is the library view. You look at the body for this. It's 5 lines and then 3 lines of view modifiers. Let's go look at the library grid. What is that? 16 lines? And it could honestly be a lot less if I didn't like break that apart. Look, I could make it 12 lines. That's why that didn't walk up the way that I wanted it to. And honestly, if I wanted to be really silly, I think that would work. Can I just golf this? Oh, that doesn't actually work. Boo. Not find library cell barcode in scope. You literally just used it right here. That's weird, but okay. I don't know why that's the way that it is, but whatever. I'm also not going to leave that like that. That's right. Why do I have all of this code here that I deleted? Just get rid of that. Oh yeah, this is why this size is so weird. Okay, because I never actually fixed that. Also, I need to break up all of these files. Yeah, look at this. This should not be 113 lines. Who did this? Library, cell, title. I think there's an ability to create a thing from the clipboard, right? So now I can just do this and I can cut it and I can hit Command Option N. Look at that. Not entirely what I wanted, but it did. It was kind of what I wanted. So I'm pretty sure I need to import SwiftUI over here. Look at that. Cleaned all the things. And now this isn't 100 lines. It's 67 lines. I'm going to go add Swiftlet to this and be like, if any file is more than 100 lines, fail the build. I wonder what my longest file at this point is. That would be an interesting thing to figure out at some point. These are all very small. Like, I think the longest one that we've seen so far is 65. It's the waterfall grid. This file. No, it's not going to be colors. Yeah, it might literally be that waterfall thing that I was just talking about, how small it was. Because it's like a whole thing in one view. That might be the biggest view that I have. Oh, this one's 67. I mean, that is with a preview, but... Oh, my guess is that that doesn't exist anymore. I guess it is. Oh, it's used for the height. Fine. Do that way. Okay, so 67 seems to be my biggest file in the whole app. Oh, this one's 93. But it's also that array of symbologies is the bulk of it. I don't actually support all of these yet. Like this is the problem, is that really it should be like that. And it's still 70. That's still way too long. Hey, Aruka88. Yeah, I'm working on the RevenueCat Ship-a-Ton hackathon. Building an app in 40 some odd days. 38 days, I think, was actually, because I started late. Building a whole app in 38 days. And yeah, this is what we got so far over here in the corner. I say over here in the corner, and then I immediately zoomed it up so that it was no longer in the corner. But yeah, this is the app. This is what it's gonna do. Come on. You're gonna be able to save and store barcodes in there, and then export them to Apple Wallet, have them on your home screen, stuff like that. Have them on your Apple Watch, etc., etc. But yeah, this is the that's gross. This is the app. And then, yeah, I have the ability to scan new barcodes. You just that, scan. Oh, there we go. Add the new barcode. You can also type them in manually. I need to fix up this UI. This UI is gross, but those are your options for that. And then what I'm going to work on right now is I'm going to work on the screen that shows up when you tap on one of those. Does it detect duplicates? It does not. Should it? Maybe. I don't know. That's a problem for the future. Yeah, we're gonna open an issue for that though. That is not going in the milestone for the MVP though. Okay. Yeah, so we refactored the other view. Really, this is what we, yeah. Boop, 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 boop. This is refactor, migrate library, cell parts to new files. Who the heck is Mocha? Who is the heck is Mocha? Mocha? Mocha. She's cleaning her toes. Doesn't want to be bothered. All right, so we created this new barcode view, and then we did not actually implement. Is that what's going on here? I don't see it at all. It should exist. It does exist. And there's no resources files. Did we not add it to the project file? That's this right here, barcode view.target. So why is it not here? We should have a folder for it. We have a library for it. Oh, do we not have the folder for it because we don't actually create a file? Probably the problem. Add files. Barcode view. Then yeah, all of this folder is empty, so it's probably not generating anything because all these files are empty. Yep. Okay. New file. Barcode view.swift. Kind of wonder if I just have that one file. Does it add all of them, or does it only add the ones that had space? Yeah, okay, it only adds those. Bummer. All right, we'll work on it. Okay, so what do we want this view to look like? We designed it over here. Over here. We need a title bar, a back button, edit button. Ooh, this means we're going to need to implement navigation stack. A form, locations and dates. Just a big old barcode view. Okay. So let's go ahead and say, let's go create a large barcode. Okay. Well, actually our barcode view, this is going to be a scroll view. Are you using Swift Data? I actually am using Swift Data. It's the first time I've ever used Swift Data. Seems fine. I haven't really done too much with it yet. Seems fine. I refuse to use any of the property wrappers with it. I think that's where people get broken. And so I hate it. So instead I have this repository, file barcode repository. And what does this do? It just goes and gets the model container, and it just fetches every barcode persistent model. What is a model container? It's this. Try creating the model container for a persistent model. Turn that model container. If we have a problem, then we just fatal error. Can't create the model container, then you just need to be done. And then yeah, if we add a model, we just here, do that. So this is all this barcode repository stuff. Stepped away. So what am I building? I'm building an app to manage various barcodes that you might have. So you can see here that I've got a bunch of different barcodes. This could be stuff like a gym membership, a store loyalty card, a movie tickets, concert tickets, that kind of thing. If they've got that, and then present them in a bunch of different places in the app. So I want this to all have shortcuts access. I want this to be available on your Apple Watch. I want this to be available on your home screen as like a widget form, any of that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's the general idea. System integrated barcode management tool. Hold on, I need to turn on the because it is warm in here. You're not using @query. I am not using @query. Yeah, the user takes a photo of the barcode. They can take a photo of the barcode. They can import the barcode from somewhere else. So one of the things that I want to do. So here, let me see if I can pull something up. Sorry, I'm trying to find something. Okay, so. Hey, thank you for the follow, Aruka. I'm just gonna. It's almost like I've got an app for this. Oops, I screwed that up though. You know what? I'm gonna do this the hard way. So here's the email with ticket to a movie theater. I want to be so that you can long press this and you can say share, and then you can share it to this app and it'll just integrate it. It'll import it that way. That's the other thing that I really want to do. It's just like, okay, you can long press this barcode, because this is the problem with this movie theater that I go to, is that the barcode is in this email, which means I need to keep the email from when I order the ticket, which may be well in advance. If I know that I'm going to want to go see a movie, I go order the ticket like a month ahead of time. Go find that email, then get into the email, then like zoom way into the email so that the thing can actually read my barcode. And then I've got the barcode. What I want to do is the second that I get this, I'm just like long press it, save it into the thing. Then, you know, it's just in there. And then like one of the things that I want to be able to do, if you go look at the screenshot, is that I can have it put like a date or a location on it, where when you do that, you can actually just it'll pop up at that time. It'll rise to the top of your set of icons. That'll be the one that shows up on your home screen, yada, yada, yada. How many months in advance was your Borderlands ticket? Well, funny you should ask, because guess what this ticket is for? The Fall Guy. Did that just to mess with Compile Swift. Compile Dev. And when did I buy that ticket? Okay, that one I bought day of. I did have to go scrolling back to find that particular ticket. But I bought my Deadpool and Wolverine ticket a month ahead of time, according to this. I did enjoy that movie. It was a good movie. I don't understand why Compile Dev hated it. And I'm pretty sure he didn't even watch it. And he still decided that he hated it. We're going to build out this view. See, he's judging it and he hasn't even seen it. It's a great movie. What is it on Rotten Tomatoes? It's not a Hallmark. I don't understand what you... It's a remake of a 70s television show. Sleep through it was interrupted by loud noises. Yeah, because it's got good action scenes. It's got an 86% audience score and an 82% critic score. That's pretty good. It's by the guy who did Bullet Train, which if you haven't watched Bullet Train, you should also watch Bullet Train, which was also a very good movie. It's okay. You're calling it a Hallmark movie. You know who else this is that directed this? It's the stunt coordinator for all of the John Wick movies. Are you saying that the John Wick movies are a Hallmark movie? Getting a dog and falling in love. Okay, yeah, that is the John Wick movie. That's true. He does fall in love and get a dog in John Wick. That is a thing that happens in John Wick. I guess you're right. John Wick is a Hallmark movie. I've been bested. I think that if she was the stunt coordinator for John Wick, it would imply that she is probably making an action movie and not a romance movie. That would be my assumption there. Also, isn't it the same guy who did Atomic Blonde? Is that also the movie that he did? Yeah, also him. So minds cannot comprehend American cinema. Okay, so 3 great action movies by the same guy. And also he did the stunt coordinator for all of the John Wick movies. I don't know if it was all of the John Wick movies. It was some of the John Wick movies. It was at least the first one. And I'm pretty sure some of the other ones. But you should watch Atomic Blonde, and you should watch Bullet Train, and you should watch Fall Guy. Because they're all really good movies. And they're all really good action movies and not Hallmark movies. Anyway. Where were we before I started fighting with Compile Dev about movies again? I think I want to put this in a group, which I realize I should have done with the, oh, you know what? I can still do it. Hold on. Because I haven't pushed it yet. So even though this is considered a rebase, I don't have to force push it. And so I'm not technically breaking the law that I said to out them off. If I do this. It's only a mild sin and not a mortal sin to do this. It's like the jaywalking of rebase. I like how I picked up that some of them are renamed, but not all of them. There we go. Feel the rebase blow through. Okay. But I am going to do this over here, which is that I'm going to create a new folder. Large barcode. I don't even know what the Good Witch is. Television film that aired on the Hallmark Channel. Okay. I don't know where this assumption that this is what this movie is came from. Did you just look up Hallmark movies and you started just like listing names? Your work here is done. Okay. I need a large barcode background. Except I need to spell it correctly. Getting your app approved is feasible in the time frame. I hope so. I did block out a full week for that on my roadmap. If we look at our wonderful roadmap, here it is. I have a full week down here for submit the app to the App Store. So I'm hoping. What I'm really hoping is I almost kind of want to submit it during the beta period, and then Mocha. Here. Somebody asked who the hell is Mocha earlier. This is Mocha. He's being obnoxious. new app reviews in 24 hours? Not just updates, but brand new real apps? Hi, yes, you're pretty. You're very pretty. Okay, you gotta go now. But yeah, I mean, we'll find out. But I have IOs. Nope, that's not what I want at all. Where is my library cell background? Because that's really what we're looking for. If you have apps already approved, it gives you a leg up. Not historically found that to be true, but we'll find out. This is kind of all I want right now. I mean, there is romance in it, if that's what you're asking. But there's romance in a lot of movies that aren't romance movies. Hooray, there's our large barcode background. We've nailed it. I actually kind of want this to look just a lot like the library cell. You finally watched Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning? I have not seen that movie. I have not seen most of the Mission Impossible movies. Yeah, I guess we just put a big background on this. Okay, so what I need is an equivalent of Can You Know. Oh, people have been not nailing me to use variable names. I know I keep blaming everybody else on the fact that I don't do variable names, but that's because my brain doesn't work. Private let barcode model. Probably means I need to import barcodes.
Put on the Wheel of Fortune hat.
Do I need barcode generator in here too? I guess so. Otherwise it's very grumpy at me. Okay. Large barcode. We're going to say that it has a barcode of QR value is type.com. Correction level to them. What's your backend? I don't have one. That's the answer. It's gonna be iCloud eventually. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna use CloudKit eventually. But right now, nothing. I mean, it's not an unreasonable question for most Swift apps. I mean, a lot of Swift apps do have backgrounds. I just don't this app is mostly a local app, and so what have I done? This app is mostly a local app, so I don't really have a big back-end service to it. Better questions than Eagle Knots ever asked. Yeah, no, I mean, it's not an unreasonable question. I just don't have a good answer for you. All right, so this is no longer Kinney No by Eagle Knot on December 4th. This is... Oh, did somebody delete all of the name of variable requests? Okay, we're missing some then. Somebody deleted them all. Won't the user have to store the barcode? Yeah, I mean, so it's saving it to their phone, and then ideally what's going to happen is that it will sync to iCloud. I know there were other variable names, but somebody deleted all the variable names. They show up again if you press the refund button. There is no refund button because there's none there. I can't refund things because somebody already refunded them, I'm pretty sure, is what happened. I can't give you any more refunds because they've already been refunded. But it also means, yeah, I think that's probably why you have points back. Because somebody refunded you prematurely. But I use that list in order to figure out what I need to put. And now I don't have access to that anymore. There's no list. It just says ready for requests. Encourage your viewers to redeem points for special rewards you give them on your streams. Yeah, in the hat redeem, there's a request. Oh, somebody refunded all of the things. I see how it is. Somebody refunded everything. I'm gonna block it so that Adam Wolf can't get his refund points back for hat changes. If no storage, QR code is base 64. I guess I don't understand what you're asking anymore, Aruka. It's being saved locally to the phone. And then it is also syncing in the background with Apple's service, CloudKit. Swift Data is a local database for iOS, yeah. So it is being saved on the phone. And then it is being saved locally on the thing. Is it saving as an image? No, it's using Swift Data, which I think everything that we persist right here is this. Totally your lack of Swift knowledge. Yeah, no, all we're saving is a small amount of text, basically. Almost technically like a small amount of JSON. Yeah, that is being saved locally to the phone the second somebody adds anything in this app. Ideally, what will happen after that point is also in the background, my app is syncing to Apple's servers, iCloud, and the user just doesn't have to be aware of that at all. It's not saving a reference back to the camera roll. No, it's not. Yeah, SQLite local storage. That's really what it's doing. There is JSON in the SQLite because shush. That's how I chose to implement it. But is that actually how I chose to implement it? I don't think it is. No, I think I actually did just save this as a barcode model. Wait, how does this work? Barcode persisted model. Just stores a barcode model type. Okay. Which I guess is working because it's codable. I don't actually remember how this works. I'm going to ignore it because I don't feel like getting that deep into the rabbit hole right now. Don't know what happened there. I'm going to ignore that. We're going to go into this one. Okay. So we have our large barcode. We have a barcode view with a given background. Now the problem is I don't know. We have a size. Where do we define our size? Frame height. Okay, so I kind of need this to be defined here. Swift data or Swift data? It was funny because I called Nutterfy out the other night. I mean, this was like over a month ago at one point because he was using one for core data. I think he was saying core data and Swift data, or maybe the other vice versa. Core data, Swift data. I was like, why are you using different ones for different things? Yeah, Aruka, you asked Swift questions. You should follow all the other Swift streamers like Nutterfy and Adam Wolf and this weirdo. I don't know. Swift data is fancier than core data. Okay, so we did fix a height here. I guess, yeah. Frame height. But I actually kind of want that on the background. Why is that not doing what I want? Was CD still streaming today? Yeah, Compiled Ever, you streaming? I can stop pretending like I know what I'm doing. Oh, I guess this needs a width and a height. That makes more sense. There we go. Okay. I'm willing to drop over whenever you want. No, that's not what I wanted. Wait, why does that have a rounded rectangle 0? What am I doing? How does this work? Who am I? What am I? Where am I? Grab some hydrate though first? Yeah, sounds good. Just do color dot black dot overlay. This thing. You just figured out what happened? Yeah, why is this not rounded? This is my question here. Oh, do I need some kind of padding? Is that what I've got? Library cell. Yeah, there's a padding around here. This is the problem. Okay. I'm here now. I understand what's going on. There we go. That looks way better. That's much more what I was looking for. That's what we want. Okay. I'm here. There's our large barcode. Yeah, and our barcode view is with 100 height, 100. Perfect. Then we give it a background or padding. Then we give it a background. That draws that. I'm happy now. I understand what's going on. This seems like it's too big though. This is not going to work on an iPhone SE. I don't think it's still a thing, but don't worry about it. Yeah, 328. That's too wide. I need to make this more like 280. That's probably better. SE is going to be one of your first testers. I mean, I also have the like an actual SE as my main app right now, but that's not exactly what I meant. Yeah, that's okay. That's where this is going. Yeah, see, the thing that I want to fix is my barcode generator should not have the white padding baked in. I don't like that. I don't want that there. I'm baking the padding in. That's a thing that I need to fix. But that's the thing that I need to fix later. Yeah, because right now this has way too much padding around it. That's also why this looks the way that it does. That's why this is so large. Yeah, the iOS generator bakes it in. I think I need to make my own generator. Is the problem. It is in the spec. But again, I'm going to follow the spec. It's just I want to be the one who follows the spec. That's where my problem is. You are barcode? This is what I'm looking for. Oh, hush. You're so traumatized by everything. The worst. No, everything's so bad. Oh, this is why that no sign was showing up, because we have an image here, no sign. If it can't generate the image of that size, it generates a no sign instead. Yeah, that's the hope, Aruka. With this app, you can throw away your gym membership. And what'll be great is that, like, the hope is it'll be on your home screen as like a widget. You can put it on your home screen here. I have not built this out yet, but you'd be able to put it on your home screen here. And then as you walked up to the gym, it knows where you are. The system is using your location in the background. It knows where you are, and it automatically goes on your home screen. So you just walk up, you unlock your phone, you just go boop, and then there it is. That's the idea. Or you have it on your today screen over here where you've got something. Or you've got it, I don't know, on iOS 18, you're going to be able to replace come on, wake up. Don't try again. Oh, is this not on the home screen buttons? Watch 2. Yep. Yeah, on the buttons that don't have a home button, on the phones that don't have a home button. You have the like flashlight and camera buttons down there. On iOS 18, you're going to be able to replace those. And so my hope is that you can replace that with a button to just give me whatever code you think is most interesting at this point. But yeah, that is the goal. Is that there's just going to be a bunch of different ways to have access to the things. Have access to whatever code you need at any given point. So the reason that I originally built, like, I built the very first version of this app in COVID, so like June, July-ish of 2020. Because I had the store loyalty card for my local grocery store, and it was in Apple Wallet. But what that meant was you have to tap the thing on your home or on your lock screen that's like open the wallet, and then it's like, okay, now we got to unlock. Well, it's using Face ID, but I got a face mask on my face, so that's not going to work. That's not ideal. And so what I built was I'm going to build an app that literally just, it has that barcode and it shows on my watch, and I can make it a complication on my watch. So all I do, I'm in the grocery store, tap this complication on my watch. It goes full screen to this barcode, and then I just scan that. That was what the very first version of this app was. And I mean, I never actually released the app, so that's all that app was. And then I think at one point I had a different version that I could swipe between 2 different cards because I had 2 different grocery stores. But then I kind of stopped this for multiple years because I wasn't like, I had the version of this app that I wanted. Mocha, please stop. I had the version of this app that I that I was using. And then I was like, I kept going, I should make this a real app. I should make this a real app. And then I started late last year, like working on this, like, okay, what would it look like for this to build? And then got distracted by some other work that I was doing, primarily the Apple Vision Pro, getting a version of one of my apps out for that, and kind of set that down. Didn't finish that up. But then, yeah, this hackathon came up, and it's like, hey, you know, we want people to release a brand new app, make money with it, and do this and enter it into their enter it into their competition. And I was like, okay, well, I've had this on the back burner. I've been meaning to get this done. This is a good excuse to go and finish up this app and ship it. And so that's what I'm doing, is I'm getting that app ready and hopefully out the door by, what is it, September 18th? So, yeah, Wednesday, September 18th. We gotta get that app out the door. It's gonna be work. It's gonna be an effort, but I think we got a good chance at it. So anyway, I think we're gonna head over to Compile Dev's stream and we'll watch him do stuff. Presumably he's working on his Epics app for tracking projects. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna head on over there. Thank you all for watching. I'll be back online sometime tomorrow. Have a good evening. Ow, Mocha, please stop. She's like trying to climb my leg right now. But yeah, I'll see you all over there. Thanks for watching and have a good evening. Good night.